Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Star Trek Online, and this time we're going to be doing things a little bit different. Fucking fraps. I see you putting those TMP files. Before I get to this, I'd like to talk about fraps. This might get a little bit weird because I may have to stop recording every once in a while to make sure that fraps isn't eating my hard drive, because ever since I updated it, it's been leaving huge TMP files that are 4 gigabytes each. So, in addition to the shit tons of memory it takes to record footage, it's adding even more memory to that because of the fucking TMP files. Or at least I think it is. I don't know. We shall see. That's what I suspect is going on. It's just taking up extra room that, generally I don't like to take up. I have a budget of hard drive space. Anyways, this session is going to be a little bit different from previous ones because we are not going to be doing let's play Cryptic's Devolve. We're not going to be doing normal missions. I am at some point going to take you on a little tour of all the various dailies that you can do in this game, but for now we are going, because the Foundry was just released this week, we are going to play some Foundry created missions. This is user-generated content, so I'll try to be a little bit less judgmental, because these aren't people who did this on a payroll. And there is one, what was it called, Rise of Darkness or something along those lines. It's not in here yet, I think, but the dudes on Stoked were raving about it, so can't wait to check that one out, but it's not here yet, so. It's still on Tribble, but I'm not going to install Tribble. I'm not installing Tribble because, just to play one fucking Foundry mission, because it's like, God, 8 gigabytes. At least 8 gigabytes of my hard drive being taken up by something that I'm only using to play one Foundry mission. Screw that. Anyways, so how this is going to work is we're going to play through 3 of these missions. And what we're going to do is we're going to play through one of them at the top, one of the top-rated missions. Then we're going to play through one of the ones in the middle. And then, at the very end, saving the best for last, we're going to play through one of the ones at the bottom. One of the missions at the very bottom. The least-rated missions. The lowest-rated missions. It's a mission with a one-word description. What horrors await us in there? We'll have to find out. But first, quality! We're going to go up here. We're going to play one of these missions. And I have decided to do the worst of all worlds. Because it's a reference, the title is a reference to the best of both worlds, which was the TNG episode where the Borg became truly pants-wettingly terrifying and pretty much turned them into the big major threat that we all know them as today, unless your first introduction to Star Trek was on Voyager, in which case the Borg are pathetic. Let's see. The worst of all worlds. The Waglinde has been ordered to the Pajem system to evaluate the latest transwarp gate. Under construction in orbit of Pajem 2, this new gate, once operational, will give Starfleet a decisive tactical edge in the war with the Klingons. How? Why? I don't know. We're going there anyways. Hail them. Vice Admiral DP, I want you to report to Pajem 2 as soon as possible. We are almost finished constructing a new transwarp gate that links to an end gate near Klingon space that we have hidden in the Sidea Nebula. I want you to oversee final testing of the gate. If successful, I want you to take the 4th Fleet and go directly to the edge of the Mampa sector, and prepare an assault upon Klingon outposts along the border. The Klingons won't know what hit them. Good luck. Sneak attack. Alright. The worst of all worlds. Let's make that our... Let's see, available. In progress. A difficulty decision. Where is worst of all worlds? Community author. There we go. Make primary. The worst of all worlds. Okay, so that is all the way in the Sirius sector block, and where are we? Oh, fuck that. Transwarp! Go! Okay. Load! Load faster! Load, or I will strike you with the fury of my furious thing. What the hell does that even mean? Alright, let's get the hell out of here, because this is Sol Sector, and it will... Well, not Sol Sector, but Earth Space Dock, and it will lag balls until we leave, because that's what Earth Space Dock is good for. It's always been a lag trap, Earth Space Dock. It's better now. It's way better than it used to be. What the hell? Whoa! Okay. So, Pajem is this way. So that is where we are going. And judging by the title of this mission, we're going to be running into some mo-feckin' Borg. Lies. Lies! They need to fix that. It's like, it's right over here, but it shows it over here, you know, when you're far away. You know, it's only once you get close to it that it pops up, you know, in the completely opposite direction. Frustrating. Fuck Andoria. The only time we've ever gone to Andoria was in Enterprise. Nobody cared. Okay, begin the worst of all worlds. Begin the worst of all worlds. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the Borg... I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is we're going to turn on this transwarp gate and the Borg are going to show up pretty much immediately. That's my prediction. You can't have a title. You cannot have a title that references the best of both worlds and not have the Borg show up and wreck. Holy shit! And not have the Borg show up to wreck shit. Welcome to Pajem 2, Vice Admiral. Starfleet Command tells me you are here to run a final evaluation of the Pajem Gate. I think you will find everything is working perfectly. We just have a few more power nodes to connect, and we will be ready. Understood, Lieutenant. Okay, here's Alex, who's one of my crew members. Who's one of my NPC crew members that I brought on board for the lark. Whilst they finish up, we should head directly to the hub and inspect its power core and structural integrity field before attempting any test runs. I don't fancy being scattered across the galaxy. Agreed. Helm, set a course to the gate. Is there anything cool? No, there's nothing cool. I'll have to remember that. I've been messing around in the Foundry. That's a big reason why this is late. I have to admit, you don't see these stations very often, if at all. Like these, they're basically Midas arrays, right? That's what they are. Let's fly over one. I think these are like Midas arrays. What the Midas array was a the whole point of Star Trek Voyager was that the eponymous starship was trapped on the other side of the galaxy. Eventually, they stumble upon this huge alien communications network, whatever the hell it was. And they managed to send a message back to the Alpha Quadrant. And, okay, it isn't specifically a Midas array. It's just a starbase with a Midas array-like thing attached to it. And what the Midas array was once they had informed Starfleet that they were still alive, just trapped across the galaxy, Starfleet began what was called Project Pathfinder. and basically they constructed the Midas array as essentially a huge fucking satellite phone. That's what it was. It's a big fucking satellite dish made of like a shit ton of solar panels. That's what it was. And from the rest of the series, Voyager was basically just another Star Trek show at that point. They were in full contact with the Alpha Quadrant after that point. And they even took several missions for Starfleet, as I recall, in the Delta Quadrant. Which I'm not even sure how the fuck that works, but whatever. Those are cool. That's a cool starbase. You don't see these kinds of starbases ever at all in the game. Maybe the Klingons do, because they have a lot of raid content. That's how they acquire crafting stuff. But as I was saying, I've been screwing around in Foundry probably a lot more than I should be. What the hell was that? Something just fucking blew up. Was that me? Did you guys hear that too? What the shit? Anyways, I've already got a good idea for a good Foundry mission. I just need to figure out how the hell to work everything. I decided a while ago that when the Foundry went out, I would make a creature feature. So, the fuck is that? I swear I heard something blow up. I would make like a creature feature, so that's what I'm working on that. So that's why this is so late. I'm just trying to learn Foundry because I love games that give you editors. Like Neverwinter Nights, I messed around forever with the Aurora toolset, and I can't wait to like figure out how the Foundry works and learn what I can do with it. Because again, there are missions like the Rise of Darkness thing, which I talked about, which I have seen. It was on their Twitter, or D-Stall's Twitter, that they were playtesting it. So here's hoping that it's going to show up on Holodeck, because I would love to play through that, because I've heard that there is an Easter egg involving shuttlecraft, although it's not much of an Easter egg anymore since Stoke showed it off, but it's still something cool, and it's still a mission that I've heard a lot about, but I'm not going to install Tribble simply for the sake of it. Oh. Sir, enemy contact detected. Klingon Vorcha class attack cruiser decloaking. Red alert, raise shields. A Vorcha class. Vorcha class were introduced in Star Trek The Next Generation. I was the first one that showed up in Redemption. I don't know. Hey dude, what's happening?
Warning. Ship is under attack.
And let's see. This is gonna be a slightly tougher fight since this guy's my level, but he's still absolutely screwed. There's nothing he can do to me. There's no way he can win.